Hello traders, today we will have a special session recap for three major currency pairs, Euro, Dollar, Cable and Aussie. Just before I start, I will show you some live charts. Then after this presentation I will show you possible entries and alternative entry scenarios on all of three pairs, which will be done today. Also pay attention to this because we won't have many strong news prior to possible NFP on Friday. So these setups may be valid because we may have some ranging market. So just before I start, I will present you to Mr. Mihail Onoho, my colleague. He will tell you a few good things about platform, about motivation, and be sure to stay with me after he finishes with his presentation. Thank you very much, guys.
Okay guys, good afternoon. Thank you very much for tuning in for today's webinar. Yes, just as Ninad told you, please stay with us until Ninad's presentation starts. This is merely an amuse bush. You're going to have a main course filled with interesting information in just 2 minutes. As always, my name is Mihail Onoho, and I'm a Client Relationship Manager for Admiral Markets. My job is, in essence, to create the best possible trading environment for you. Now, we're all fine with our slides. We went and underwent a small rebranding here with my presentation. So here's my email address, my Skype, my LinkedIn, and also our trading camp email is also here. I see 2 people from today's attendees are already members of our trading camp. I must say thank you very much, Ninad, for providing us with this wonderful strategy that I was just sending out literally 10 minutes ago. Thank you so much. I'll get back to it in a second. But all of you who are not yet the members of the camp and who came here to listen to the webinar, I say hello. It's very nice to see you. Today I wanted to speak to you about something that is important to every single one of us. I want to speak to you about motivation and about what makes you successful. Because when you work for a financial company like I do, obviously, you get to meet a lot of different people. And a lot of different people are interested in finance. You meet traders who have been trading for years. You also meet people who are yet just to make the first step in the market. You can also get acquainted with successful traders and the ones whose profits are not as high as they could be. I have always wondered what separates a successful trader from the rest. If you analyze the field, you reach a conclusion that a great stable results are not down to the strategy implemented or not even down to intellectual capabilities. Both of those factors are very important, of course, but there is something else that should be considered. After all, the thing you should know to be able to make a good financial decision in Forex are difficult. The concepts that we go over are quite difficult, but the concepts are not impossible to understand. And I'm sure that every single one of our traders could have seriously improved their overall trading results if they tried just a little bit harder. And I'm convinced that a lot of traders must go beyond learning and they must also approach their trading from motivational and psychological perspective as well. It is fairly simple to measure your success in trading. If you're profitable on a constant basis, you are successful. If you make losses, well, you're not that successful. So, what makes some of our traders earn a lot of money and some of our traders actually lose money on the market? Well, Angela Lee Duckworth, a very famous scientist, conducted an interesting research in the US. She studied people in challenging environments, and the aim of the study was to determine who was successful and why. She studied teachers, army personnel, and salespeople at multinational corporations. And at the end, one key characteristic emerged. And it was not health, good looks, or IQ. It was grit. Grit is passion and stamina towards your long-term goals. Grit is what makes you stick with your future day in and day out. Not for a day, not for a year, but for a long, long time. It's living a life like it's a marathon, not a sprint. I actually wanted to illustrate this with a picture of one of the marathon. Look at all those people at the starting lineup. All of them are quite happy. All of them came with one aim and one aim only, to finish the marathon as soon as possible, as quick as possible. But look at the finish line. We have only one person standing. So why is he the only one to cross the finish line? Well, I think that besides his physical abilities, he also wanted it the most. He was the one who was training every day of his life to reach this fantastic result, to finish the marathon on the first place. And to me, the most interesting thing about grit and passion is how little we know about it and how little we try to learn it. We have a lot of webinars on how to analyze and how to make decisions. We haven't had a single webinar on grit yet. And there's a very good explanation why we haven't. Because we literally don't know the answer to the question. What makes you follow through with our commitments every day? Nobody knows what. And so far, the best idea is being developed in Stanford University in USA. It shows that your ability to learn and to analyze, and that is pretty much what Forex is all about, is not constant. And it changes over time. In fact, it changes with your efforts. And more you try, more things you get better. For example, trading. The more you try trading, grittier and better in trading you become. You become a person who is a lot more likely to persevere even if he fails. So I wanted to let you know that failure in something, and it can be anything in life. It can be Forex trading, or it can be, I don't know, gaining mass or quitting smoking. So all of it is not purely attributed to your talents or your intellectual abilities. It's your grit. Grit is what's going to make a difference. So when you choose something as your goal and as your aim, you have to put continuous effort into achieving it. For instance, for us, Forex is a tool. We want to use Forex, well, to have a source of extra income at first, but then possibly we plan to use it as a path to total financial independence. And that is a great future we have designed for ourselves. We have imagined it, now it's time to get it. But many of us fail. But we fail not because of the economy, not because of the broker, not even because we were not smart enough. We fail because we don't have the grit to follow through on the dream every day, year after year. Now, this is why I spoke about people who have decided to participate in the trading camp. Because in the trading camp, which is a new project by Abnormal Markets, we help you become grittier. This is a project we launched last week, and this is a camp for traders. You sign up on a three-week program, and every day of those 3 weeks, you receive special assignments. You receive assignments and strategies and literature. And you will be able to become a better trader one day at a time. So you receive everyday assignments, strategies for professional traders. We also give you a special document, a special device, which is called a tracker. There you can enter all your trades and see how your results improve over time, because this is something that you can actually use to improve your results. You will receive personal coaching, and also Forex literature will be supplied for free. Everything to help you become grittier and become more successful in Forex is done in the trading camp. So what does it take to become a trading camp member? Well, all you have to do, you have to write a short essay on your Forex aims, 100, 200 words, and open a real account with $10 in it that you will require for fourth week of trading. So if you think the Traders Camp is something that you might be interested in, make sure you write to me at camp@admiralmarkets.com. And once you do, we'll enroll you into the next program. In fact, we had so much interest in trading camp last week that we had to put some people onto the next week's course. We're going to start one more trading camp in 1 week's time next Monday. So if you want to be a part of a trading camp and become a better trading one day at a time, write to me at camp@admiralmarkets.com. Thank you very much for listening to me today. It's been here on a hop. Great to speak to all of you. I'll now pass the microphone back to Nenad. Thank you very much, Nenad, and carry on with the presentation.
Thank you very much, Mikhail. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Now we can start with our little presentation, with our session recap, because this week shouldn't be much volatile until something major happens concerning euro dollar. Let's see what we have here. Let's see first what we have on euro dollar pair. If you remember my analysis from tomorrow's morning, from yesterday, from today's morning, this was my analysis today's morning. You can see the perfect trend line. You can see that 3560 was triple bottomed, and what happened was basically the price had jumped to 35.95 and then went back to test 3560. It was rejected a couple of times, went to 70 and then went to 3540, I think. It was 3540. And on my daily analysis, you see, I told you to, if we go below, if we go 3561, that is, we can expect 3550 and 3530. So that should have been a breakout trade. That breakout trade could have yielded some 20 pips. It's okay, 15, 20 pips. But let's see now what we can have for tomorrow. This is very interesting chart, very interesting chart, because we have basically an uptrend here happening on euro dollar. If you see, if you now take a look at this 4-hour time frame, this orange line are hidden bullish divergence. This is regular, this is hidden bullish, this is regular bearish. So what we have here, basically, we had a continuation of uptrend. How do I know that? Because here, yesterday, when market opened, immediately after this candle opened, we had a signal for divergence. This signal is a hidden bullish divergence because price is making, and it made a lower high, and oscillator has made a lower low. So basically, we have a higher low and a lower low here, and this line and this line make perfect example of hidden bullish divergence. So what we do there is basically, you can zoom into 1-hour time frame. You can zoom into 1-hour time frame, of course, here, and we can wait for MACD cross, or we can make a trend line. So if we made a trend line, it would be somewhere around, let's see, not a perfect trend line, but yet again, MACD cross. I would go for MACD cross here. Now I will show you on this practical example. MACD cross has been spotted just over there at the very support. This red line is weekly pivot point. We had major bullish, hidden bullish divergence there, see, here. And what we do basically is we make an entry on our MACD cross. So this was cross to the 35.85, almost to the pip. It was 35.90, I think. But yet again, then bearish divergence was spotted. This is bearish divergence, and the price reversed to test 35.40 level. So that was a bit of, how can I say, a ranging market, and that is normal because it's Monday, and you know, Mondays they can be a little bit of nasty when we take a look at it. This is, no, sorry, this is cable. Okay, let's make a session recap for euro dollar. So euro dollar is in uptrend. Supports are 35.45, 35.23, 35.15. Resistance 35.85, 30.60, 20, 30.60, 50. So what should we do? We should be looking at possible head and shoulders forming on 4-hour time frame. 35.95. If it fails, guys, if it fails, then it will go above 35.95. So there are two possible solutions. First is scalp swing around 35.20 with 20 pip stop. Alternative scenario is breakout, sell position around 35.35 with 35 pip stop. I lost my template for euro dollar, but I will make it for next webinar. This my mouse, I have a bit of a problem with my mouse. So this is possible scenario for euro dollar. Head and shoulders on 4-hour time frame. So sell position around 35.35 with 35 pip stop, aiming for 35.15, 35 and 34.75. This will be a breakout trade, breakout setup, and or we can do scalp, swing scalp around 35.20. You need to look at momentum. If momentum is very strong to the downside, then we go for breakout trade. If momentum is a big weekend to the long side around 35.20, we go with long positions. Yes, I will show you. I just need to set up it because I lost it now. I don't know. It has something to do with my mouse. No, don't worry. I will show you just a bit later. Let's continue with cable setup. So yeah, I will show my levels just a bit later, but now we need to finish with cable and Aussie, and then I will switch again to euro. Don't worry. So next is cable. Cable, we can see it around there. It was again hidden bullish divergence there. This is hidden bullish divergence over there. After that, what we did is zoom. If you remember, my last time I told you to buy cable, and it was very good for buying. You can see it over there. You can switch to 1-hour time frame and find entries over there. We have a MACD cross here, so a bit of their jump, then retracement, but 20 pip only, and then jump for 40 pips. So that was a hidden bullish divergence. Then what happened? M pattern was formed. You see M. This is M pattern. You see here. Point 2, second point. It's called M, 1, 2, 3 reversal. This is the second point of M pattern. It was broken, and then what happened? Cable fell to 60.23, my red level. You can see it, my red levels. Always try to, you see, again, I lost it. Then let's wait. Let's make a break of 2 minutes. I will get it back on my charts. I don't know what's happening with my mouse. Just let's make a break of 2 minutes. Stay with me. This won't take long. Cable and Aussie. And now just to put divergence locator. so we can have a quick recap again. And I will be done in 30 seconds. Okay, here. Now I think you can see my charts again. So, what did we know? Let's start again with euro dollar. Euro dollar, we have a possible, as I told you, head and shoulders forming in here. You see head and shoulders forming here. I will close. Now I don't need my MACD indicator. This will print automatically this divergence, so you can see it on my chart. So divergence has been spotted here. It drove the price to 35.85. But what happened? Price got rejected. So we have a nice head and shoulders, potential head and shoulders forming. This is the neckline. I'm drawing the neckline. The break of the neckline will be our trade. So pay attention to this. If it breaks 35.35, guys, we can hope that price will reach for 35.15, and eventually it can reach 34.75. So my red level template and my levels, those red levels are always presented on my charts. So pay attention to those levels. They are very important. They are not driven by any indicator. I have made it personally. So what happens here is left shoulder had a right shoulder. Some traders short into the right shoulder, but I like doing that because we still don't have a clear fundamental view for shorting it at the very, very top. Why am I saying that? Because you see, cable is going up. Aussie is commodity currency also, and everything is going up against dollar. So I would like to see a strict and clear confirmation of this breakout. 35.30, you see a confluence here. We have double bottom there, double bottom here, almost a double bottom. So that tells me that if this neckline gets broken, euro should break this low to accelerate. So 35.35 is entry, 35 pips would be stop loss, and our targets would be 35.15, because that is very, very strong level, and yet again 34.75. And now what I want to see is maybe we will have an alternative scenario. Alternative is, so this is the main scenario, sorry. Main scenario is try, because we are in uptrend, to short around, to go long around 35.20 with 20 pip stop. But alternative scenario is go counter trend. Try to exploit head and shoulder pattern at very neckline break around 35.35 at 35 pip stop. If it comes to 35.20, close your position and you can reverse, but with smaller lot size than you have previously take this position. So two scenarios can happen. Scalp or swing scalp around 35.20 and breakout sell with 35.35 entry. But if that doesn't happen tomorrow, okay, you don't take these setups. These setups are valid for 24 hours. Okay? Let's see a next example. You see, now euro got rejected again. If you see what I'm talking about, this looks like a potential right shoulder. But I don't want to see it up there. If it breaks this high and this high and it goes above this. This is a swing. So this again has a very big chance to test 36.26. So if you're a bit of a gambler, you can try the short position around here. But if you do it, don't do it very heavy. Do it with a light position. And you see the potential is now to the downside. 35.15, very strong level. Cable. What did I say? Your cable is in uptrend, of course, and this is still uptrend. This is M pattern. Okay, we had some correction over there. But what happens is if you see, this is not head and shoulder. Someone asked me if this is head and shoulder. No, this could have been shoulder, but here is a way too big. So we can happen for a few scenarios. I will show you, and then I will explain you why I think that. Possible head and shoulders is forming. If it happens to be above 61.90, it will fail. We can have a scalp or swing scalp. Swing scalp means 20 pip target price scalp. So we go for 20 pip. With 20 pip stop, that can be a scalp trade. And position, sell around 61.63 to 30 pip stop, right shoulder. Why am I saying this? Because this is the shoulder, not this one. This is the shoulder if it happens to be. So what I would like to see is go long around there and then drive the price all the way up to the potentially right shoulder. Now you can see my level over there. You can see my level over there, guys. My red level is 61.84, okay? The high of this candle was 61.62. So anywhere between 61.62 and 61.84, we can see, we can spot a short trade, because we can try to short this. Why am I saying this? Because cable went way too high. Look at this. Way too high, 832 pips, or even more. I didn't drive this precisely. Look at this, 832 pips. Guys, if this happens to go over there, I will try to see a short setup around there. If it comes here, you see 60.23 level. How many times it has been tested? 1, 2, 3. And 3 candles failed to go below 60.14. So that is why I'm saying swing scalp around 60.23 with 20 pip stop. It can be even less, 15 point stop. And then this has a potential to make a right shoulder. So pay attention to this. For a big acceleration, cable needs to go below 59.50. You see the level? If it happens to go like this and like this, and if it breaks it, it will go straight possibly to 58.80. So very strong levels, and very possible that we can have nice counter trend setups around there. And we have Aussie also. Now, what happens with Aussie? Aussie is a strict uptrend. I can make, you see, a hidden bullish divergence over there, guys. Hidden bullish divergence over there on 4-hour time frame, 8 o'clock platform time. Zoom into 1-hour time frame. What do we have here? We have a perfect example. Why? We can have, we could have had, if you spot this entry, hammer after 4-hour divergence. Hammer after 4-hour bullish divergence. On 1-hour time frame, a good long position. 50 points almost. Hammer after 4-hour divergence. So Aussie is in uptrend. Okay, now we buy the dips. But if you missed by the dips, I will present you with an alternative scenario. It can happen very soon. So equidistant channel, 4-hour time frame. Let's see what do we have here. We can try to go around there. Okay, here. You see what happened with Aussie. The price went up. It was tested. There is the top. Then it got back into the channel. But now again it has a very big potential to go above 94.50 and go up the channel. It will break out the channel. So this is the scenario for Aussie. This is the scenario for Aussie. It's in big uptrend. Possible inverse head and shoulders forming on 4-hour time frame. And positional buy with 94.55 with 35 pip stop targeting 95.10. Why am I saying this? Because of this. Look at this. Bam, bam, bam. You see? Possible inverse head and shoulders. We can try to exploit this right shoulder at the breakout of 94.50. It will go straight up. Why I'm thinking that? Because we have a nice divergence over there. Only two candles after this divergence. This is uptrend. This is hidden bullish divergence. Hidden bullish divergence is, as you all know, what is hidden bullish divergence? Is a continuation of uptrend, of a trend. So position buy 94.55 with 35 pip stop targeting 95.10. Those are setups that can be very valid. But if they happen in next 24 hours, of course, I would clear them. But these recaps, don't take it strictly, because as you already know, my favorite quote is don't predict, react. So it's reaction, not prediction. We need to react. But if I see that the price has been around this level and it breaks this high also, it's 24.59, but I can say 94.50. It will go like this probably, bam, bam, bam. It will make perfect inverse head and shoulders and possibly test 95.10 level. 95.10, you see? And then maybe if it breaks it, it will go to 95.50. But yet again, this is a nice uptrend. This is a new channel, equidistant channel. You see how it's nicely bouncing up the channel. And after it breaks 94.50, we can have a nice breakout trade. And this looks like a possible long setup. So for euro dollar, there are two scenarios. Shorting it at the right shoulder, well, longing around 35.90 and break 35.20 and breakout trade of 34.35 to the downside. Break of this low probably will collect some stops and go down. I cannot say that euro is in a big uptrend because it was in this is uptrend, but now this looks like a consolidation and probable sell. And if USA happens to solve their problem with government shutdown, this will probably strengthen the dollar and we can have a nice sell. So euro will probably range a bit. Contrary to the cable, I would like to see it over there, but also if it happens to go at 60.20, I would buy it, of course. And Aussie is in a big uptrend, and I think it will go to 95.20. So guys, if you have any questions now, ask me, and pay attention to those levels. So quick recap again. Euro dollar. I don't trade Japanese currency pair currently because I'm not, I don't know, I'm not sure about those movements. But possibly I will do it in the next couple of months, or maybe next month. I will trade it. So I'm thinking about expanding these session recaps maybe in the future to put some other pairs also, such as New Zealand dollar. I trade it from time to time. Kiwi, New Zealand dollar. I also trade from time to time dollar yen, GBP, Swissy. So I can show you other setups. But now for the moment I'm concentrating mostly on these major pairs, three major pairs. Yeah, I prefer dollar pairs, indeed. I prefer dollar pairs just because dollar crosses are easy. Well, I can say easy, you know, easy to analyze, at least for me. But of course, I can also do it on other pairs, cross pairs. We will see. Yeah, too much news on dollar, indeed, indeed. This indicator is, again, paid indicator. It's a bit customized. I think you can only buy it. You can only buy it, but I'm not sure how I got it, to be honest. I think I had a package. I think one of my clients or ex-client gave me that indicator. It has a password and a username. It's a bit of protected, so. I can spot divergence by myself, but it's easier to spot it by indicator because I'm really sometimes too bothered and too tired, and I have a lot of work to do to spot it manually. So I like to use this divergence indicator, but unfortunately it's password protected. It has username and password, and it's well, you know what I'm talking about. It's hard to use it without it. Yeah. So euro dollar is in uptrend, possible head and shoulders, and this is for euro dollar. GBP dollar, again, possible head and shoulders. If it goes above 61.90, it possibly will fail. But again, guys, look, this 61 cable, this is a magnetic level, right? So put a line over there, and why not? You can have a scalp trade anywhere between 61.63 and 61.84, because probably if the price goes here, it will probably face some resistance, and I'm sure it will face resistance anywhere between 61.63 and 61.84. You can try a scalp trade, and yet again here you see this will probably face a support over there. 60.23, my level 60.20. Okay, let's say this is 60.20. But what will happen is probably the price will come over there and bam, shoot up, at least giving you a nice scalp trade or 20 pip trade, right? And next is Aussie. Of course, Aussie, heavy uptrend. Now it seems so like it's targeting 95.25, but I can say 95.10 because, you know, sometimes we cannot go for a full profit target. 95.25 is a nice and good resistance. So let's say above 94.55, it will go to 95.10. So pay attention to those levels. Pay attention also to this breakout pullback continuation above 94.50. Okay, and probably if it breaks this high 94.58, it will shoot up. It will surely shoot up if it breaks it, because this is a high, and that high is valid from 4th of October. And look at this perfect double top, 23rd of September. So perfect. If it goes above there, you have a breakout, blind breakout trade. blind breakout trade, at least for scalp or positional trade. If you go with high leverage, do a scalp trade above 94.58. And I would like to see it, not now, I would like to see it either in Asia or maybe early London, because now we are losing momentum. It's a bit of a late now, 6:40. When do you think what will happen with dollar when US government will approve new debt? I think the dollar might strengthen a bit because now we are seeing some risk appetite, okay? But if US government solve the shutdown problem, and I think that dollar might strengthen a bit, and I think that major news will be, if it happens to be this week, it will be NFP. Just because of government shutdown, we didn't have NFP last Friday. We should have had NFP last Friday. But, you know, government shutdown, and now we are waiting for this Friday, and probably preliminary consumer sentiment, University of Michigan, it won't happen. I think that if U.S. government consolidates their ranks, we will have NFP on Friday. So that will be a major news release. And you can see it on Thursday. There will be a major day. I won't trade probably that day. You see, maybe I can trade it early morning, but look, 1 o'clock asset purchase facility official bank rate for GBP Bank of England. Then there will be on Japanese government of Bank of Japan will speak, governor. Then 60-20 ECB President Draghi speaks. It's a major day. So Thursday for me is a non-tradable day. I won't trade it. Maybe I will trade around these setups. Aussie employment change. If it happens to be better, then of course I will try to exploit every single dip, buy into dip if this happens to be good news release. So tomorrow also we can have a bit of ranging day because we don't have any major releases the whole day. So try to spot these setups also in your chart and try to find divergences also, so you can have buy the dips on both of cable and Aussie, and of course breakout trade. This can be maybe a trade of the week or of the day if it shoots above. So I will be looking for that also. And euro, well, euro is euro. Not that strong, but not weak. So again, short setups and long setups are valid. But I personally would like it to see it over there, because if it happens to fall just below this trend line, neckline, and below 35.35, I would go for shorts, of course. If it happens to break 35.35, I will surely go for a short trade. But then yet again, I would like to see it over there just to try to put a long, because I think that this is also a magnetic level, and it will bounce the price to the upside, at least for a scalp swing. Okay, well, if you don't have any further questions, we can conclude this session recap. I will have my next webinar on Thursday, I think. Let's see. This is Admiral Markets Serbian page, Serbo-Croatian. I had some problems today with posting the picture. It doesn't allow me to post it here. I don't know why. I think that there is technical problem, and it will be soon. I think it will be solved. This is our main blog, Admiral Markets, and if you go with education webinars, moving averages and trend line live trading. So you will see how we can trade moving averages and trend line. It's on Wednesday, and on 10th of 10 it's Thursday. Top 20 worst mistakes to avoid in trading Forex market. So this is also a very important webinar. You would like to see Japanese yen? No problem. I can do that for the next session recap. Euro yen. no, I need to chart it, but okay, I will give the best of myself to do it correctly, so don't worry. And now, well, we will continue with these special recaps. I hope that it will help you. At least it will help you spot those levels, because believe me guys, these red levels are, how can I say, they're like diamonds. They're so good and so it's a lot easier to trade with them, really. Okay, thank you for listening to me. Thank you for your attention, and I will see you very soon. I will post my analysis tomorrow early morning, as always. Annual Markets blog, Forex Factory, Worldwide Investment, Twitter, of course, and Annual Markets Serbian blog page. So I'm really glad that if you made some tips from my analysis, and I will continue to provide this sort of trading setups. So thank you very much, and talk to you very, very soon. Many green tips to you.
The